Alright, I think we should be all set to go here. Alright, cool. Yeah, looks like it. Good morning, everyone. I'm, back again with the rest of my arcade games for this marathon here, and I'm gonna be starting this walk off here with, Elevator Action Returns. Yes, another title game, surprise, surprise. This is a sequel to the, venerated classic Elevator Action, which came out back in, like, the early 80s, and was, one of the title's more recognizable games from that era. But, yeah, 10 years later, they decided to revisit the concept. And I really enjoy this game. I think it oozes a lot of style, especially from this time period. But yeah, with that, I think we'll get started, and we'll just talk a little more about this along the way here. So you actually get your selection 3 characters here, and usually you tend to see Cart and Eddie, but we're actually going to be playing the character with the best name, Jad the Taff. We're going to be dispensing justice with our Desert Eagle. And if you ever played the original Elevator Action, this game plays very similarly to that. At least in terms of the overall concept here. So the main objective you have to do is there's these red doors that you have to go in and proceed. And then there's also these blue doors here, which contain a mixture of point items and also grenades and life up items. I'd like to try to stock up as many grenades as possible. See how that goes. Also had a couple other concepts here, like you have melee attacks now when you're a close enemy. And new types of weapons, like we got the rocket launcher right here. And the reason I'm playing this particular character is every character in this game has their own stats. They have their own amount of health. They have different firing rates for their weapons. Their sub-weapons are a little bit different. And they also each have a different type of grenade also. Let's see what this is. It's just life, I don't need to worry about that just yet. I am going to take jumps very carefully, especially around the elevator areas, because if you, just like the original Elevator Action, if you fall down more than a single floor, it's instant death. Also, there's some pretty good death screens in this game, too. Okay, so I'm gonna get over here. I need to do like a run jump. A little bit trickier with this character. There we go. Let me get some more goodies over this way. But another interesting thing with Jad the Taff is that you can actually damage enemies and objects by running into them. Like so. So you can actually just like shoulder check through a whole hall of enemies if you really want to. Satisfying. And that's stage 1. Oh man, I forgot to point out the graffiti there. Yeah, create a new society. Anyway, stage 2 at the airport here, and we don't want to miss our flight, so gonna park our copter right here. So that right there is actually a MAME bug. There's some sections of this game in MAME where instead of it's growing like it should, it just warps you over to like the next screen. Anyways, you also saw a grenade there. So Jad's grenades are sensor bombs, which are proximity based. They go off whenever an enemy gets close enough. And his grenade is nice too because it can actually go through walls and ceilings. Actually, let's get that guy, go up the escalator. Need one more. There we go. So I want to stock up on rockets for this next part here. Just some of these robots here. I'm just going to start over here because I don't want to run into these barrels and make them explode just yet. Alright, now we just go camp on this corner. Now we gotta deal with this section here. We can't progress until we take out all the jetpack guys. I should be pretty safe here. I just gotta watch out because sometimes the jetpack guys like to park themselves just above the platform and shoot your ankles. Yeah, the rockets make this really nice because the rockets go through enemies, so I can just hit a whole line of these guys at one time. Alright, that's the rest of them. Alright, now we gotta go pet Vital here. Good boy. Oh, where do you think you're going? Alright, and then same thing here. Just wait for a bunch of these enemies to show up and then fire a rocket down the hallway here. And yeah, the rockets also cancel enemy bullets, so also use for protection. Go on for a little while here. Eventually there's going to be a like a boss version of these flamethrower guys that shows up. There he is. Just gotta shoot him 5 times. Okay. Want to shoot that guy, otherwise he'll try to snipe you when you jump across here. Gotta go down here. Go this door here. So supposedly these red doors all contain bombs that we are treating, as the game calls them. And these guys in the flame retardant suits, they have the most health of any regular enemy in the game. They take 3 hits, and that's with any type of weapon. So they're kind of a pain to wear down. Sometimes there's a grenade in here. Good. Alright, almost to the end here. We just gotta give to that last elevator.
Crush the old order and create a new society!
Order revolution, crush the old order. Alright. So this stage is where things start to ramp up. This is a much longer stage compared to the first 2. Anyone got time for this? Yeah, never mind, I don't got time for that. Alright, so Holden gets grenades in this here. Nope. Okay, not very good luck with getting grenades so far. And yeah, they actually released a CD in Japan around the time this game came out that actually is has like a full story narration and also has like longer versions of this game's soundtrack, which is pretty banging. Okay, good, got a burger. But yeah, you just see here just watching Jad tackle through enemies. Oh, wow, okay. That was kind of risky there. I did not expect I was going to warp up through that elevator. So the main characters of the other characters, yeah, so Karu is like normally like the P1 character. He is the fastest of the 3 characters, and then Eddie's also really good for scoring because Eddie gets basically Molotov bombs, so she can get a lot of points by bombing enemies. Alright. I'm gonna want a machine gun for this next section. Now make sure to snipe these guys before they get too high. that through. Get you, sucker. Yeah, I'm gonna just charge the dogs here. There's a random chance that those cardboard boxes I'm knocking down, there's a random chance that they can contain grenades. Let's just go off and wipe out everything on that floor. There's gonna be... Sometimes there's health over here. But yeah, this is one of my favorite songs in the game coming up right here. Drop it here. Get some fries to go with that burger we had earlier. Alright, we just charged these robots. A little too fast there, but there was life, so it's all good. Alright, so that's the last red door in the stage. Ooh, that was close. So I'm doing pretty decently on health here, so we're gonna just jump up here. Our bot also rip our ride. There's gonna be a little cutscene that plays out here. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for the chopper to disappear here, and then ride this grenade up here to explode these barrels. And then, kind of like in stage 2, we're just gonna camp on this corner here and take out the jetpack guys as they show up. It's a pretty safe play right here. You got to be careful. They do land randomly, so sometimes you get clusters of them, like that one. Or somebody get shots in. And we got these purple jetpack guys who have a ton of health, but just keep shooting them until they're dead. It's not a very particularly difficult boss. Oh yeah, also timer, that's a thing.
We're leaving now.
Also, check out Jed's face there. That's the face of a guy who loves his work. Alright, so this stage has another hot jam coming up also. Nice. Got 10 grenades off of there. Yeah, and there's the main bug again, just warped over to this other end of the screen. Alright, so we're actually going to just go ahead and pop a grenade right here. Get all those guys at once. The guy down there just had a rude interruption to his lunch break. There we go. Get some sandwich for ourselves. Alright, so this stage introduces the shield enemies. So you gotta take out their shield in order to finish them off. So usually you have to do 2 shots to take care of them. And there's gonna be a machine gun him behind here. There we go, yeah. So you actually can do a melee follow-up if you do your melee attack and then press jump right afterwards. And Jad has a pretty satisfying call-out on his. Alright, so now we gotta deal with these guys. So I'm just gonna jump up here, pop a grenade, and come right back down. It's the safest way to deal with him. Alright, now we're into around stretch of this stage, home stretch of this stage here. These upper gaps you can jump, but it's really tricky to do them with Jad, so I'm just gonna play it safe. You also only get 2 lives in this game. There's no extents, there's no extra lives, no life points here, so be really careful. And also another rule too in this game is that enemies will never spawn out of red or blue doors. However, once you go into red or blue door, it turns into just a normal gray door, so enemies can come out of that afterwards. Alright, come on down, buddy. Yeah, sometimes they just like to stay up there. Caught the tail end of that.
Yeah!
And there are a couple of home ports of this game. The Sega Saturn version is considered to be the most accurate. But it's also a Japanese exclusive, and it's quite a hard game to find. It goes for like several $100s on eBay nowadays. And then there's also a port in Tile Legends 2, which is actually called Elevator Action 2. Of Elevator Action Returns for some reason there. It's not quite the perfect version though. There's like some weird control issues with that version, and also the machine gun is like semi-auto instead of fully automatic. I don't know why they did that. Alright, so here we go. This is a penultimate stage. Alright, so right off the bat here, I'm going to run right for this elevator shaft. Yeah, because like I said, normally if you die on an elevator shaft, you die, but whenever you have invincibility frames, you fall down without taking a death there. I used the invincibility right at the start of the stage to get down there in a hurry. Alright, so I need to grab some rockets that are up here. Go ahead and pop this here. There's some electric traps down there, but you can destroy that control panel to make them despawn. So another place the main button happened again, but that time did not. Ow, missing the jump. So go in here. And this is where it's gonna be a little bit tricky because these elevators aren't always synced up, so you wanna really take this part easy. Actually, I'm gonna stop in here and get a little bit of health back. There's some grenades over there on the left, but I should be okay. I haven't died just yet, so just go ahead and keep on hand with what I'm using. Alright, and there's actually 2 routes we can take here. I'm going to take the lower route because that's going to have some more ammo. I also want to watch out for these robots. I'm going to come from the left here. Usually they do. Okay. I must have despawned them by waiting there. Did not even know that was an option. Yeah, better take that bullet than that explosion. Okay, nice, get some more bombs. Now for some nice ambience. Okay, and there's gonna be some wall turrets here I gotta watch out for. quiet sounds to the other side here. Alright, also, this guy is on the John and Company time. We're not gonna have any of that. But yeah, eventually ambience gets boring. So let's fire up the Upload soundtrack. Alright, so these guys are probably gonna try to come up here, but that's a surprise for them. That kind of sucks, so... I lost all the grenades I accumulated there, but that's alright, we still got a life left. Yeah, I wasn't sure that elevator was going to drop down, so I didn't want to risk running off the floor there. Almost to the end here. Big bad here. We'll try to escape. And that's the end of the stage. Alright, now for the final mission. Gotta go treat a nuclear weapon. May the power be with you. So right at the beginning here, I want to shoot these boxes here. They're going to drop down. I don't want rockets for most of this stage. Let's come back up. Alright, then there's 3 elevators we can take here. I want to stick to the middle here, because that's going to keep the jetpack guys in the shaft here from being able to hit us. Let's ride this all the way down. Oh, the elevator got me. Damn it. That's a shame. But yeah, that is definitely thing that can happen in this game. Did not expect that center elevator to come down so soon. Yeah, really watch out for those here. Alright, so it's gonna be a little bit trickier without rockets, but we'll still make it through to the end. Yeah, you're really careful with how you use your grenades.
No!
Let's spray that. Don't want to camp around too on these forests though, because enemy spawn rate does get ramped up. Oh, you jerk. There we go, get our data. Alright, so there's a really nasty trick up this next elevator if you're not ready for it.
Enemy approaching. All crew members on full alert.
Alright, so now the mist is about to go off, so gotta get there before it's too late. There are 2 endings to this game. So there's a good ending and bad ending depending on if you can stop the missile in time. Ooh, that was close.
You sucker!
So so I went up there to grab some rockets.
Emergency. 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 Emergency.
It's fine. Alright. So yeah, like I said before, enemies can't spawn on blue doors, so we're pretty safe here. I'll do the melee there instead of the rockets. And so these guys are back. And I just took a death there, so I have these grenades. The nice thing is that when you die, you still retain your weapons. Nice and easy. Yeah, there's gonna be a couple more of these hovercraft guys still. It's really why you wouldn't have the rockets here, because otherwise they take a lot of hits. Nice, got all of them. Just wait for this to come down here, and now one more guy to deal with.
Aim carefully. Yeah.
I'm just gonna shimmy up and down here and keep shooting his kneecaps. Alright. He's done with, so now we just gotta shoot the control panel, shoot some more. Alright, there we go. We've stopped the missile. Save the world. But in doing so, we may have made the ultimate sacrifice. But yeah, you get this pretty neat credit section here as the slowly zooms out. Yeah, that's a real shame there about the death by elevator there. But I was still able to complete this game, so still happy about that. So, more smooth jams to close this game out. Thank you, everyone.